YouTube, I want to do a video on a proposition, I guess like a fertilizer proposition video, okay? I have this idea to make a scientifically blended fertilizer for carnivorous plants. And it's been on my mind for a while. And I've done a lot of research already. And I know exactly how everything's going to be. I have a formula for both Cephalotus and Venus Flytraps. But I need you guys' help. I'm gonna need volunteers and I'm gonna need funding. Okay, I've done the research and I also calculated what I'm gonna need. We need to raise $200 and every donor is gonna get free fertilizer for their carnivorous plants. Now, the experience that I have, okay, damn, I don't have the Fertilome in here, but I mix Fertilome 20-20-20 fertilizer NPK. This right here. I mix 3 teaspoons. All right, that's 15 milliliters of nitrogen urea, or not nitrogen urea, Fertilome, plus 1/4 teaspoon of nitrogen urea, 4600. Now, in the carnivorous plant community, there's a misconception that urea is bad for these plants. And I'm here to say that's bullshit. They fail to realize that urea is directly absorbed into the leaves as a foliar spray, and then the plant then directly converts it into NH4 ammonium nitrogen. So, yeah, urea is fine. If you're putting urea into the soil, that's not good. We do not want to feed the roots. We're feeding the leaves. I should also mention these plants love ammonium nitrate, or not nitrate, ammonium nitrogen form. Okay, they don't want nitrate. Cephalotus and Venus flytraps in particular have a high, I guess, not yield, but they take up nitrogen a lot, and especially the urea nitrogen, because it's ammonium. Sorry. Not urea nitrogen, but they take ammonium nitrogen. All right, that's NH4. That's what they want. So, Fertilome has urea, and urea has urea, and urea directly converts into NH4 nitrogen once it hits the leaves. So, it's not bad. I spray these plants with nitrogen urea and a Fertilome mix every 3 to 5 days. And you guys know how big these plants got, especially the Cephalotus. And I guess I haven't really showed on YouTube what happens when you add fertilizer to the Venus flytrap, but they will get these beautiful arcs in them, and they will look like a cashew type Venus flytrap. So cashew type Venus flytraps are ones like, I guess, GJ Mariachi, GJ Bloody Nurse at times. What's the other ones? I guess Alien is somewhat cashew type. If you know Jeremiah Harris and you've seen his plants, you know his plants are very arced and have like that cashew shape. It's just a term that we use in the Venus flytrap community when flytraps look a certain way, when they're very curved and basically look like a cashew. I'll just have to show an example. But anyways, with my proposition, I have the formula made for Venus flytraps, which is going to be a 28-20-13 NPK mix. And then for Cephalotus, it's going to be 25, 10, and 20, I believe. So ways you can donate and become a pioneer in carnivorous plant fertilization. Innovation. Ways you can donate, or ways you can help, are by donating. Okay, we need to raise $200. Every donor will have the chance, or will be chosen to become a volunteer to test the product over the spring. If plants take a liking to it, the plants aren't dying, then I will release this product for sale during the summer. Okay, so donors get early access. Let me see if this says. So this flytrap used to be very arced. I'll pop up a picture hopefully soon. But this plant used to be very arced. Unfortunately, I did suffer a freeze, so everything died. But you can see this trap back here, how it has that cashew shape to it. Right, the little thin tip over here and then the fat base. This one as well, almost a complete circle. Those are the effects of fertilizer, at least from my experiences, and as well as an experience from a friend who also fertilizes his plants heavily. Korean melody shark also made arches, and Korean melody shark has never been known as a plant to ever arc. These plants are even arcing here, as you can see. These plants aren't known to arc as heavily. Let me see which ones. This one was arcing, but again, I suffered through a freeze, and now they're like this. You can see here, these baby fly traps are arcing. And then I have more here. So the effects fertilizer have on fly traps are, one, it arcs, and they grow very, very rapidly. So yeah, let me show you another one. These are somewhat arcing, not as much yet, but again, they did suffer through a freeze and haven't been fertilized for maybe 2 weeks. But yeah. Anyways, if you want to donate, I have a link in the description. Hopefully you can click it. If not, see if you could copy and paste it into the browser. Or you can message me on my Instagram at snappyplants, or join my Discord and talk to me there. And we could get you a link to send the money. You donate to me. We need to raise $200. I've already raised 20. Okay, I just started this campaign yesterday, and I already raised $20, which is awesome. They're gonna get their fertilizer obviously whenever I have it. So yeah, the fertilizer is, I have high hopes in it. So I've done all the research. If you guys have doubts or whatever, or want more information and sources, then DM me. I can send you sources and we can talk. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you donate, and you would want to donate because this is innovation in fertilizer. Let me tell you why other fertilizers are bad. For example, Max C is a fertilizer everybody in the carnivorous plant community knows and probably uses. Max C is actually pretty shit for these plants. Max C, for one, is mostly made up of organic materials, which these plants can't really use because it needs a breakdown period. But with these mixes that we use, they have no microbes or no bacteria to break down anything, which is part of the reason why many people thought urea was bad for them, because urea needs to be broken down too. But so does all the other fertilizer, especially the organic ones. Since these plants like ammonium forms of nitrogen, Max C only has 4% ammonium in their 16 NPK ratio. So 16% of Max C is nitrogen, but only 4% of that nitrogen content is ammonium. The rest is nitrate nitrogen, which these plants do not use. And then the rest is organic, other water-soluble nitrogens, which is on the label. It says that, other organic water-soluble nitrogen. So who knows what that is? Another popular product in the carnivorous plant community is DynaGro. DynaGro also does not have ammonium nitrogen. It has mostly nitrate, and not only this, the dosage for it is, I don't know, the concentration for it is kind of low. I think it's like 912 NPK. I might be wrong, but it's close to there. I should also mention the dosage that's recommended for Max C is what, 1/4 a teaspoon? 1/4 of this. And I'm doing 3 scoops of this for Fertilome and 1/4 of nitrogen urea, which is highly concentrated compared to Max C. And people are spraying that 1/4 teaspoon per gallon of Max C on their plants once or twice a month. Or not once or twice a month, once weekly, but some people do it like twice a month. That's nothing. That's literally not going to do anything to your plants. There are some experiments, or there's one experiment online where Even M Carnivorium did an experiment with Maxi at different dosages, and they said, or not they said, but they found results that higher concentrations of the Maxi yielded better plants. But they did not reach a threshold of the max level of concentration. So with that in mind, clearly you can use more Maxi, but then also buildup is going to be way worse because the Maxi doesn't even have the kinds of sources that these plants want. Not only that, it has minerals in it, which these plants probably do not want. The only minerals I know of that these plants want, especially Cephalotus, are magnesium and iron. But those can be obtained through insects, and if you really wanted to, you could fertilize them with iron and manganese supplements. However, I'm probably going to stay away from that. I do have a formula to include manganese and iron, but I'm probably not going to mess with that. Okay, we want to keep the salt index low so that no buildup happens. I should also mention DynaGro has an ingredient called calcium nitrate. Okay, I have calcium nitrate. It's over here. Calcium nitrate. Again, nitrate is the stuff that they don't want. And calcium, especially for Venus flytraps, have negative effects. So for people to be using DynaGro on their flytraps, that's contradictory, because you want them to grow, yet you're putting a product that has calcium nitrate, which Venus flytraps especially hate. They hate calcium. So yeah, it's kind of So I've decided, like, I'm going to make my own thing. But let's say you don't want to, use Fertilome. Fertilome I've been using for under 2 years, and I've had tremendous results with them. Fertilome uses urea. I've already said this. I don't have the Fertilome bag in here, but I'm going to be competing with Fertilome, Maxi, and DynaGro. But I have two formulas, one for the Cephalotus and one for the flytraps again. But I'm also thinking, why not just make an even spread across the board, like a 20-20-20 fertilizer, just for general use on everything. But yeah, I guess that's enough rambling. All right, I want to do my own thing and create my own fertilizer, and I have high hopes it's going to work. And the sources of stuff that I'm using is 100% foliar applicable. Okay, so it's going to be absorbed into plant leaves and be readily accessible and available to the plants immediately when they're sprayed on. Well, maybe not immediately, because obviously when you spray it on, it takes time for the plant to absorb it, but you get what I mean. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please donate. Okay, you will become a volunteer if you donate, and you will be part of this campaign and innovation of carnivorous plant fertilizer. I have high hopes in it, okay? So yeah, I have several plants in this fridge still. Okay, you might remember all the plants that Matt Miller sent me from TC. I still have several of them in the fridge. I'm waiting on the fertilizer to start planting them so I can do experiments while y'all do experiments and test out my product. So yeah, again, I've been rambling for so long, and I've said I was going to end the video already, but I'm going to end it now. So thank you guys for watching, and peace.